So this lesson is 5.5, so standard form. So our standard form equations are going to be ax plus by equals c. So basically x and y are on the same side of the equation, instead of it being y equals mx plus b, where they're on opposite sides. Okay, this time we're trying to get them both on the same side. It is called standard form. Okay, so when we're talking about standard form, we're going to be finding our x-intercepts and our y-intercepts. So x-intercepts is where it crosses the x-axis. Okay, it's where it intercepts the x-axis. So y is where it intercepts the y-axis, or where it crosses the y-axis. Okay, so we're going to find the 2 points that cross the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so we're going to be graphing these. So if this is my x-intercept, this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis. My x-axis always runs along the ground, okay? So if my x-intercept is at 4, then it crosses my x-axis at 4, okay? So my y-intercept is then intercepting my y-axis at 7, so it's 7, okay? And then we just connect our 2 points a little better than that, hopefully, okay? So it's just the numbers where we're crossing those axes at. So here's another one. Okay, so I'm going to do my x-intercept in black. So it's crossing my x-axis at -1. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to do my y-intercept in gray. So my y-axis is crossing at -6, which is right there. Okay, and I am connecting my points. So I'm creating a graph based on where it crosses my x and y axis. Okay, I'm going to do my x-intercept in black again. So here's my x-axis. It crosses at +2. Okay, I'm going to do my y-intercept in this red. So it crosses at -9. So I'm going to go down 9 on my y-axis and connect my 2 points. Okay, so now we're going to try to find it based on an equation. So we're going to do this little thing where if we look at this, right now my point, this x-intercept point, is sitting at 2, 0. Okay, my y-intercept point is sitting at 0, -9. Okay, so you can see that to find my x-intercept, I could plug 0 in for y each time, because all of these values for x-intercept are going to have y values to be 0. So I could plug 0 in for y to find x, or I could plug 0 in for x to find my y-intercept. Okay, so to find the intercepts for this, if I'm trying to find my x-intercept, I need to get rid of my y, so I put 0 in for y. So my x-intercept is at 7. To find my y-intercept, I need to get rid of that x, so I'm going to put 0 in for x. So my y-intercept is at 7. Okay, we could also do a cover-up method, which is the same thing, so I'm going to talk about that on the next slide. Okay, so again, if I'm trying to find my x-intercept, I plug 0 in for y because I need my x to stay. So my x is going to be 6 because that will go away. To find my y-intercept, I need to get rid of my x, so I'll plug 0 in for x, so I get -2 y equals 6 divided by -2. So my y-intercept is at -3. Okay. We also know a cover-up method. So I'm going to erase this and show you a simpler way to do this without putting 0 in. Okay. We call this the cover-up method. So if I want to figure out my x-intercept, I cover up with my hand the rest of it. So my x-intercept is at x equals 6. Okay. But I now need to find my y-intercept. So to find my y-intercept, I cover up everything that's the x. So I have -2y equals 6. So my y equals -3. So you just cover up the portion that you're trying not to solve. Okay, so if I do the cover up, I'm going to rewrite it twice so I can find both. So if I want to find my x-intercept, I need to cover up my y. So I have 2x equals 12. So x equals 6. Now I need to find my y-intercept, so I cover up my x's. So I got 3y equals 12. So y equals 4. So here's my x-intercept, here's my y-intercept. This one's tricky because x and y are not on the same side. My rule is to do a cover-up method, I have to have x and y on the same side. So let's go ahead and solve this out and try to get them both on the same side. So we got 5x, distribute to both, so minus 40. Let's subtract 5x over. Okay, if I'm subtracting 5x over, it just moves over there. Okay, because there are no like terms it can combine with, it just moves over. Okay, I need to get rid of this 4 because I only want x and y on this side. So we got y minus 5x and negative 36. Okay, so now I can do my cover-up method. So if I cover up this 5x, I know my one is y equals negative 36. Oops. So there's my y-intercept. Now if I cover up my y, I have negative 5x is equal to negative 36. So y equals a positive 36 over 5. So that is my x and y intercept. Oop, that should have been an x. I apologize. Should be x equals negative 36 over 5. Okay, so that's my x and y intercepts. Okay, so some of these you might need to solve and then get y and x on the same side and my number on the other side. But you have to have x and y on the same side to do cover-up method. Okay, so this to get x over, we have to add it over. Okay, again, y and x do not combine. It's just y plus 2x. Now equal to whatever's there. So if I do the cover-up method, if I cover it up that 2x, I get y equals 6. If I cover up this y, I get 2x equals 6. So x equals 3. Okay, so that one was an easy move over. This one I got to subtract x to get it over there, so I got y minus x equals negative 2. So if I do the cover-up method, if I cover up negative x, I get y equals negative 2. If I cover up y, I have negative x equals negative 2, so we got to divide both sides by negative 1. Two negatives make a positive. So here's my x and y intercepts that we would be able to graph.